Hello, good morning. I actually haven't properly filmed in a while. I've just been doing little clips here and there, and at the moment I can't even open up my laptop because I left my charger at uni. That's silly, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going back tomorrow, so I'll get it tomorrow. But anyway, I haven't been able to look at anything that I filmed. Like, I filmed a bit yesterday, and I filmed a bit the other day. That's pretty much it. But I'm wanting to get back into vlogging, but I just don't do it. Do you know what I mean? Does that even make sense? I just don't pick up the camera is what I meant to say. Anyway, so today is batch cook day. This has sort of sprung upon us. We planned this a while ago, and then Mum has bought a chest freezer because we've got such a tiny freezer. That's like basically our whole fridge. So that, like, down to the ground, the freezer's really small. So we've got a chest freezer that's going to go in the cupboard, and I'm going to make Mum some meals to put in there for the times that either I'm not here or like she just wants a dinner, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to be doing that, but I thought I would film it because I was going to film it for TikTok, but then I don't really have much storage on my phone, and then I would just get obsessed with like the fact that nobody's viewing it. I mean, people would be viewing it, but I'd be like, well, why aren't I just so famous right now? I've literally just posted. What do you mean I'm not viral? And probably nobody cares. But I care. I'm going to want to watch this back, probably. Who knows? Anyway, I need to get going. The chest freezer is arriving anytime in the next 2 hours, which is probably good. I've got all of this behind me. There's this bag, and then there's another bag there that has got food cupboard stuff in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you up to see the table, because I've cleared the table. You'll also see my list, and if you zoom in and read it, you'll probably see that I've put on my to-do list shower, wash hair and coffee. You're probably thinking, can't you just do that yourself? And obviously I can, but I like the sense of achievement when I've done it and I tick it off. It's like, that tick is like, oh my god, you're the best person ever. Do you know what I mean? That's the sort of satisfaction I get. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I have got a list of meals that I'm going to be making, and I'm going to tell you the meals. I also need to write little labels out of this piece of paper to then, because I'm going to lay out the meal bits on the table. It makes sense in my head. I don't think I'm making it make sense outside of my head. Anyway, the washing machine is on also, if that's really loud, and I have lots of spots on my face. Please just ignore that. And I have no bra on. Ignore that too. So we've got, for me, a leek and parsnip pie, chickpea curry, and if there's any leftovers, I want to try and make little pies. I don't know if there will be, like, I'm going to do a couple meals out of the chickpea curry stuff I have, and then if I feel like there's some left over, I'll put them into those little pies. Anyway, and pancakes. I bought a gluten-free pancake mix because last month I made up some pancakes and then I had them in the freezer just for my breakfast, and it went really well, but the actual process of making the pancakes was just very long for me. So I'm going to try out this gluten-free pancake mix and make that. I actually don't have anything to go in it, like any chocolate or stuff. So that's a bit annoying, but I've got some raspberries I could probably put in. Anyway, doesn't matter. So that's just for me. And then also I need to prep and freeze some chicken breasts, which is what I've been doing, which I've been enjoying at the moment. So I need to do that. And then for Mum, there's going to be lasagna, mac and cheese, shepherd's pie, beef stew and chilli. So the first step is to lay out everything on the table. And then while I'm doing that, this will then end up being like cleared because that's all the stuff to go on the table. And then I'm going to be doing the order of business is chicken breast, then the beef stew, because I'm going to put that in the slow cooker while I do everything else. And then it's just like a free-for-all. It's just whatever I'm going to do first off, you know? I don't actually know that. So anyway, I'm going to turn you around to the table and I'm going to stop talking. I don't know exactly how much of this I'm going to film. I'm going to try to keep filming like the whole thing. And I'm not sure when you're going to be seeing this. Who knows? It could literally be in about 3 months' time. So who knows, but anyway, I'm going to turn you around now. Thanks for listening. I picked this up in Aldi yesterday, and then I also went and picked up some berries and some like raspberries and strawberries because it's just really cute and I want to try it. So we've got that. We've then got the trays. Oh, these are 3 packs of 12. You do the maths because I can't. I just realised I just carried on talking as I left the room, and you probably won't be able to hear. Anyway, I'm going to start putting some stuff out and not talk. So I'm going to play some music. Enjoy this music. So they are the ingredients for the meals. There's actually a lot of ingredients that obviously like swap and change because they're pretty similar. And then we also have in the fridge we have 3 packs of beef mince for lasagna, chili, and what else? Shepherd's pie. And then we also have some diced beef for the beef stew. My next job is to clear these sides, dry up all of that stuff, put that away, and I want to clear the draining board, obviously clean it, and then that whole thing I want to be completely clear so I've got all of that space to work with. So I'm gonna do it, but I feel like all you're gonna see is my head. So maybe if I put you there, you might not see just my head, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna play music again. Can you see me? I love you, right? I'm about to begin, but I'm going to show you the songs I'm going to be listening to because you're probably wondering, Emma, what are you going to be listening to? Don't worry, I've got your back. I'm going to be listening to Timeless Love songs. Isn't that just so great? On the way back, we drove a lot in the car yesterday. On our long drive yesterday, we were listening to Timeless Love songs on the way home. So I'm going to be listening to that. First one up is Wherever You Will Go. And then yeah, I'm gonna just begin. I'm pretty nervous because I don't know why I'm nervous actually. Like there's no reason to be nervous, but it just feels like it's something to be nervous about. That's anxiety for you. Anyway, I don't really know where to have you. I'm gonna try and make you higher actually. Anyway, I'm gonna start now. Okay, so we're going to start on the beef stew, which is going to go into the slow cooker. So I'm just going to put everything out, and then I'm going to prep my onions and carrots by like chopping them. Do you know what I mean? It says 2 large onions chopped. Should we follow the recipe? I think yes, even though Mum doesn't really love onions, but if it's just like milling away in the slow cooker, it should be fine. I think Mum is actually going to hate it if it has 2 large onions in, so should we just put more carrots in? Is that normal? Do people do that? Let's chop 2 up anyway, because everything else needs onions. Here is the beef stew all done. It did actually fit in here, which is actually really good. But I have made a mess. So I'm going to put this in the slow cooker on the table. And while that's sort of cooking away, I'm going to continue cooking everything else. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad actually. Like, I think it looks pretty good. And I don't even eat this, so hopefully it will taste good. But yeah, that's done now. Okay, update. I've just... Oh, you're a bit wonky. Sorry about that. I've just washed up the stuff I've just used. I've cleaned up the side. That is now in the slow cooker until 6 PM for 4 hours on high. It is already 2 PM. So the freezer should be here any minute now. The next thing I'm going to do is shepherd's pie. And you are a bit wonky again. Sorry about that. Next thing I'm going to do is shepherd's pie. And yeah, that's it really. I have no other updates other than that. I'm just waiting for the fridge freezer at this point. I thought, oh, I won't get started like just yet in case the I can't straighten you up, sorry, the fridge freezer comes. I don't want to be like mid doing something, do you know what I mean? So anyway, I think I am gonna chop up and peel some potatoes and get that on for the mash for the shepherd's pie. And then I'll see where I'm at when the potatoes are then cooking, because they can simmer for a bit longer if I need to wait. And then we'll get going. I'm thinking of, the thing is, next thing I'm doing is shepherd's pie, lasagna and chilli. And obviously they all use mince. So I'm thinking of just cooking up all the mince and then separating it out into each thing. Does that make sense? I don't know if I have enough pots and pans for that, so I might have to just go meal by meal anyway. But that would make more sense. I know it would make more sense, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. And I'm already a bit hungry. Just like smelling this food and just handling this food is making me a bit hungry, which is the reason why I probably couldn't work in the kitchen, because I'd just be hungry all the time. But yeah, so that's my next job, and I'm just going to have my music on a bit quietly so I wait for the fridge freezer. Before I do that, actually, I'm going to go and pull the rug and move the cat's food, but you don't really need to know about that. But I just feel like I need to tell somebody that I'm about to do that. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. For some reason I wasn't recording, so I'm just doing the onions now, and I'm thinking I'm gonna have a look at the pots that I've got and the pans that I've got, and I'm gonna think about whether I can do all the mince up as one, because it's gonna be a lot of mince, but it would make so much more sense. So I'm just gonna go and figure that out, and then I will add everything else in, but I probably won't show you that bit, so you'll see me when it's all done. While that's all while that's all cooking over there, I am going to chop up an onion, one more onion I think, for the chilli. Yeah, one more onion for the chilli, and then I can just basically just bash it all out. Not all of it, I need to then do the mac and cheese, but the chilli and the lasagna easily can be done over there. I just need one more onion. But yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.